Welcome back, Wolfpack Verlis here, and this is how to use Mothim. Wait a second, I've seen this before. Low base stats? Yes. Butterfly moth looking bug thing? Yes. Does it get Quiver Dance? Of course it does. Okay, so now we have seen this Pokemon kind of archetype many times before, that it's a Pokemon that has like lowish stats because it gets the absurdity that is Quiver Dance, and then that means we're going to have to like Focus Sash and do some things. That's kind of going to be it, but Mothim is very interesting. So when we look at it, 94 on the special attack is going to be okay. Again, we're boosting it pretty well, so we still might be able to convert some damage. 94 on the attack I feel is unnecessary because you really can't do anything with that attack. 66 speed. That's going to be a little tough right there, though, because we need that speed. We need Quiver Dance to boost us into a very competitive level, outspeed everything, and then go and destroy it. I don't think you're going to be able to do that as effectively with that 66 speed, but it means we can still look at its typing, bug flying. Of course it is, because then that means that it's going to have a lot of weaknesses, but it doesn't matter because we're just going for glass cannon setup. So this is things that we've seen before. Hopping into Pokemon Showdown, there it is. There's the moveset. Quiver Dance, Bug Buzz, Energy Ball, Air Slash. We have your stab, we have your grass coverage, and then we also have our Quiver Dance. So what I decided to do, instead of making this just completely boring, is I wanted to compare Mothim to other Pokemon. Because when you think about Mothim, you don't think, well, this Pokemon's going to be used a lot, and I'm going to pick Butterfree over it. Now, each Pokemon in this Quiver Dance archetype actually has pros and cons that I was looking into, and it gets really interesting. So Mothim actually has the second highest base stat total behind Venomoth, not counting Volcarona because we're not going to include Volcarona with all this discussion since it kind of breaks everything. So with that, we're actually going to compare. You know, Beautifly has the most special attack, but Mothim technically faster with 1 more point of speed. Butterfree, more speed, but less special attack. Does also have access to Sleep Powder, which kind of changes up things. And then Venomoth. Venomoth is going to be higher speed, but lower special attack, and it's going to be like the highest speed of it. So really, when we're making our decisions here, what do you want? Do you want speed? Do you want damage? If you want Beautifly, that's going to be the highest damage, lowest speed. Mothim's kind of in the middle. Then we have Butterfree and Venomoth. Butterfree brings the utility. Venomoth just brings the speed and the damage, and it lets you do some other things. Like we have Venomoth, it gives us the special attack investment that we can go modest and still be very fast, 279 compared to even a timid 254. And I need to not do that because that looks like crap. So timid 254. And then the sets. Now, interestingly enough, there are Pokemon that get Psychic in this setup, that instead of Energy Ball, you have like Psychic and all these other kinds of setup things. But I was also looking at Mothim's abilities. That Mothim also gets like a weird grab from the abilities. He has Swarm and Tinted Lens. Swarm is going to be a major kill setup that if you want to just come in, you know, you use Quiver Dance, you get blown up, Focus Sash procs, now you're doing 50% more damage on the Bug Buzz, which is your main stab and damage. You're looking for strong neutral KOs, and that's one of the big ways that you can run Mothim, or you can run Tinted Lens. If you try to set up a Quiver Dance against an opponent's setup, gives you that second chance on the opponent on your Focus Sash, and then you really play for more coverage and damage kind of things. So you do get to rely on that Bug Buzz really well, and it lets you keep this Energy Ball coverage for pretty much the max effectiveness. However, I was trying to look to see like what else we can do. I feel that Swarm is your best bet because you're not looking to try to get into a matchup where you're going to hit things not very effectively. So Swarm is like, okay, most damage on Bug Buzz, I'm going for the win, let's do it. Also, Air Slash, it's stab, it has flinch, you might get a hacks if you really are that desperate, I don't know. So what else I decided to do is go into the Pokemon database, PokemonDB.net, type coverage, and I was like, okay, so what we're going to do? We're going to do Bug, we're going to do Flying, what else can we do here? So I was looking at Ghost. Mothim gets Shadow Ball, and if you're running that Shadow Ball, then that means that there's actually no things that resist you out of like all the Pokemon and stuff, so we can scroll through this and we can see that with the Shadow Ball, you don't even need Tinted Lens because you're not going to be resisted by anything. Which is why if we hop back over here, instead of Energy Ball, you can have Shadow Ball. But if you want that Energy Ball for Pokemon that are like Water-type Pokemon, you want to do some cheesiness like that, we can kind of see that maybe Tinted Lens would work in that situation since you are going to be resisted by a large amount of Steel-type Pokemon or something like that. So that's really all there is to Mothim though. Like doubles, we've talked about this, you have like Tailwind or Electro Web supporting and maybe some Quiver Dance shenanigans, but overall, it's just going to be Quiver Dance Pokemon. Does it suit what you're looking for in a Quiver Dance? They're all different. They all have their pros and cons. They all have their unique things that they can bring. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the spin on trying to make this Pokemon really exciting. And I hope you all have a nice day.